Yo, what's up, everybody? It is I, Tizen, 1/3 of the SOS, and with B,
What's up, everybody? Thank y'all
making
so much
Black
for
History.
joining us tonight, yo. We out here. Black History. Them other motherfuckers ain't mean shit to me. You remember that song? My president is black.
Yeah, the
Like,
president is black.
I, my Lambo blue. I only like the version with Nas. I don't. No shade to Jay Z, but I don't like the Jay Z version. I only listen to the music video
Oh,
version with Nas.
I forget that there's a Jay Z version because I know like the Nas version. That's the one that made it to the album. So
Oh, I thought it
that's
was the other way around. I thought the Jay Z version was on the album.
no. Cause I had the physical copy. And I know it was the Nas version,
Oh, okay. I'm
but
tripping then. I
but unless there was other
always
copies
thought
that
it was.
had the Jay Z one, but I ain't
I don't
know.
know.
Hey, I had to look into it now. I was like, Jay Z had a verse on there too. I definitely remember Nas.
Speaking of stuff like that, it's always so crazy when you listen to a version of a song and find out that's not like it's either the remix or like, there's a whole other version that everybody's more familiar with. That's like I
Right.
remember, when I was younger, I used to listen to that song by Drake and Trey Songz, Successful. I used to
Mhm.
love that song back in the day. And I had no idea the album version had Wayne on it too. Because in the music
Oh,
video,
I didn't know
Wayne is
that.
not in there. His whole verse is gone in the music video.
You know what though? Like they used to do that a lot. Well, I didn't even know Wayne had a verse on there, so I'm gonna have to listen. I'm gonna have to check that out. But like I know like a prime example of that. Well, you remember Ride Slow? You need drive slow, homie. You never know, homie. It was by Kanye
Who's it
West.
by? Nah.
Kanye West.
Okay, nah. It's
It
not
was
ringing a bell.
Kanye, Paul Wall, and some dude named GLC. But like, but when you watch it on the video, Ti has a verse on there. You're like, hold on,
Oh,
bro.
what? That's crazy. That's like
um,
Minnesota by Lil Yachty. The album version got Thug on it, and Thug is not in the video. They don't even air his
really?
part. Yeah, his whole verse is
And
gone in the
when that
video.
song come out?
Minnesota, that was like 2017, 20. It was off the first his debut album.
Oh,
It
okay.
was like yeah, it was off the same one with like One Night and stuff. None of this stuff. It was in the Sprite commercial. Cold like was a cold like Minnesota, cold like
Oh,
Minnesota.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Got her. Yeah, I saw that Sprite commercial. That's great. I wonder if like, I wonder if the video is just already done,
Yeah.
and that's why, or what. But yeah, it's like a
Well,
bunch
the
of them.
same thing too with All I Do Is Win, right? I
Mm-hmm.
remember coming up when the song first came out. I remember the song that originally hit, the version that originally hit was the remix. Like with like, all them other the one where Khaled actually be rapping on. You know what I'm saying? And
Oh, I only
that
heard
was the
that one
one I
once.
remember hitting first because it came out first. Remember? The remix came out first and then the OG one. Because remember, Luda has a part.
What?
No, because remember, Luda has a in Luda's verse on the OG one. He said, "I wasn't on the remix. Now I'm on the original version."
Wow.
And so I remember the remix being the one that hit first, like was out popular and everything. Then the original version came out, or it was called the original version, whatever. But now the version that gets played in stadiums and stuff is the original version with Luda and Snoop Dogg and stuff on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the
So
one I
nobody,
was used to.
yeah.
Like I heard the one with Khaled rapping like once and only once, I think.
What you
And
think I'm hot for? I was gonna say whenever I hear people complain that he don't be rapping, I'm like he did once,
I
you
mean, there
know.
was I remember on his debut album Listen, like that one, he wasn't rapping, but like it was
Yeah.
like this dramatic intro, had like dramatic music and stuff. Yeah, it's your
Yeah.
boy DJ Khaled. Shout out to my like, but but the way like it, I
Yeah.
don't know. I guess it was presented like he was spitting bars, but he actually wasn't. He was just introducing the album. And like the thing that kills me is like when he was going through like all the feats. You know what I'm saying? I got the boy Nas. It's your boy Nas. That nigga Nas was nowhere on on that damn album except for the intro. So yeah, I don't know what happened with the editing on that one.
It
But
does make me
nah, there
think
was
about like different songs with remixes and stuff like that. It's like there are, I don't know. It's like it's remixes used to be such a huge part of like hip hop culture. And granted,
right.
I don't consume as much music as I used to. You know, I said like after I graduated college, I started listening to newer stuff less and less. But I feel like the whole like remixing a song and adding different people is like a lot of that is either gone or very very slim, you know what I'm saying, like, and it's mainly
Right.
old heads who do it, because like I remember was it was it no, it was Arab Money. Wasn't there like four different remixes to Arab Money? Like I swear there was.
Oh, I don't know how many versions it was. Cause I just remember and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, there was yeah, I mean, I swear Khaled would have like three or four different remixes of his songs on the same album. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I remember he always had a lot, like, yeah, like yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Like I don't, like part twos or remixes or stuff like that, like don't really exist no more. Like that's crazy to think about.
Yeah, like yeah, that is something to think about. Cause I think like the last like big remix I heard was the I'm a Boss remix, and it's
Yeah,
like it had like of course Ross was still on it, but it had like Ti,
right.
Swift Beats was like talking through it,
Yeah.
Wayne and Birdman.
I remember
Uh,
last one I heard. Actually, okay, no, last one I heard was the 2010s. It was a Ferg. I forgot when's the last Ferg album I listened to, but I think it was like it was in the late 2010s. Ferg had dropped the album, and I think he did a remix to one of his songs on there. But that was like one of the last ones I remember hearing.
was it that Work remix or something else?
Nah, no, 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 no. It wasn't the work remix. That was
Okay.
earlier. Yeah,
Shout out to
yeah.
the motherland.
12 years on with guns in hand. Hey man,
I don't
Trinidad
care what none of
slid
y'all
on
say.
that
He went
song.
in. Yeah,
He
I was gonna
did.
say I don't care what none of y'all say. He
He
went in on that one.
slid.
Like,
Like I was so mad when I first heard that verse because I was hating on him for all gold everything. Because I I like the song now, but I remember at the time I wasn't really rocking with it, especially because the radio killed that song, bro. They
oh yeah.
overplayed that song, but
Okay, I
but
ain't know.
I was.
I didn't know that song got that much play up there.
Yeah, yeah, All Gold Everything definitely did. I don't think he had any other ones that got real big up here,
Okay.
but All Gold Everywhere, All Gold Everything went. I think that was like across the country for real.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
but
they
I
remixed that
remember,
one too.
when oh wait, yeah, I did hear the remix for that with Ti. I heard that.
Hmm.
Yeah,
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 Ti and 2 Chains. Yeah.
yeah. What was it? But I remember being so mad when I heard his verse on Work Remix because I was like, bruh, he be spitting like this? Like this is crazy. Like I felt so cheated. I'm like, bro, what? Like, where was this on All Gold Everything, bro? Like, yeah, I don't know, bro. It's just like I said. I just feel like the whole like sometimes like you'll get a rapper who'll make a part two of a song or whatever every once in a
Right.
while. Like what was it, like I remember like Lil Uzi on that one album he made a part two of EXO Tour Life. I know, like I remember that, but like yeah, like the whole concept of like a remix and then getting multiple rappers to be on the remixes and stuff. And like, I feel like a lot of that is just kind of lost. Also, too, because too many rappers
Yeah,
be beefing now. Like, I feel like they don't like each other now.
right. And I was gonna say too, like just the attention span. Like I don't think like
Right.
you, I well, I'll say this: like if people weren't already a fan of you, I don't think they're gonna sit through a posse cut. But I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know. I still like got that old school mindset. Like if it's like a bunch of rappers that I'm familiar with, I don't sit
Right.
through it because I always
Posse
wanted to
cut. That
know.
was the term I was trying to think of, was posse cut. Yeah, you're right.
But I guess the one thing I wanted to know, like, one blood. Like, I wonder, like, did everybody? Because there's like this master version on YouTube that's like at least 9 minutes long with like all these
Yeah.
people. But I just want to know, like, do these niggas like just record this on their own and put it on their own mixtapes, and some
Right.
DJ just put it together, or did
Right.
they actually, or did the game like, hey yo, I need all y'all niggas on this remix, like, bet. 'Cause I ain't complaining because they all did what they had to do. But I was just
Right.
like, damn, hold on now. Like, did he really playing that?
Right.
So,
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I guess especially at the time, I guess he could have had enough like social capital to pull that off, you know. So yeah, he could have planned it. I don't know. Yeah, posse cut though. The last real posse cut I remember hearing might have been that Ferg joint, because like I can't really think of nothing. I saw like somebody was arguing on Twitter about like was uh was Forever with Drake like the last great posse cut.
well, I wouldn't say it was the last great one, and that's what I want to know. Like, what makes it a posse cut? Like,
Right.
what's the number that you got to surpass before it
That's
becomes a
what I was
posse cut
wondering.
versus
That's I was wondering. I was literally just thinking that, like, what's the difference between the collaboration and a posse cut? Like, what is that? Like,
right?
because by that
Because
logic, all of DJ Khaled's album is a posse cut. Like
right,
every album
yeah,
he made is
basically.
a posse cut. Like by that logic. So I don't know what a posse cut like actually consists of.
Right,
Because
but no,
for real,
I wouldn't say that was the last one though. Uh, well, I'd say the last great one to me would probably be One Train.
I'm
That was
forgetting
the
one
ASAP
track.
Rocky.
Okay. It was
Yeah,
who was on that
ASAP.
one?
ASAP Rocky, Big Crit, Action Bronson.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
Yellow Wolf.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking another good one, another one that I remember I wore out in like high school was Worldwide Choppers. Worldwide Choppers with Tech
Worldwide
Nine.
Chopper.
You ever heard that?
Oh, that's the one where it was like he got like all the fast rappers.
Yeah, bro, that was crazy. Like, and then
I have to
he,
listen to them again.
speaking of remixes, they did. It was like an unofficial part two called Speed 'Em, but it was just him, Chris Calico, and Eminem, and they essentially made the song because Eminem didn't have the time to be. Oh no, I think they said the length of Worldwide Choppers was too big, and so they couldn't get Eminem on there. Uh,
Yeah, how long was that
without,
song?
I think the original Worldwide Choppers is like 9 minutes long.
Oh, okay.
And then yeah, so they had to do a part two, but it was just Tech Nine's Chris Calico and M.
Okay.
But no, Worldwide
All
Choppers,
right, cool.
I remember like what I thought was dope that he didn't just have the American fast rappers on there. He had like international people. Like he had people speaking in like German and Turkish and stuff like that. Like I thought that was like crazy. Like at the time, like I was like, yo, this is wild.
Yeah, that is like that definitely sounds like an amazing feat. Definitely from like someone who's like independent and stuff.
Right,
So I know like those other countries probably became Tech Nine fans just off the strength of him
right.
showing love to their artists.
And then to get both Twista and Buster Rhymes, Like I didn't think it was possible for our ears to handle both of them on the same record. Like, you know what I mean? Doing what they do. Like, I was just I remember when I first heard that when I was younger, and I was like hearing them, I was like, yeah, no, but that was really dope. Also, one of my favorite verses on there. I mean, besides some of the obvious people, Yellow Wolf, he had a verse on there. He killed that. I used to really like Yellow Wolf too. I don't know what happened to Yellow Wolf.
I mean, I think he still be making music and stuff, but like I don't know. It seems like now it's like unless you're like in like the Q100s, it's like
Yeah.
you kind of have to be following that artist to like hear any new
Mm-hmm.
drops.
Well, especially like once
But
like the shady aftermath, like I feel like once like a lot of them people kind of like once like that group kind of broke apart, it was like you didn't. It was hard to really follow a lot of them people. You know what I mean? Because like Slaughterhouse broke up, and for real, all you really heard from was like Joe Budden for real. Like
yeah, because
Royce
who's
the
all
Five.
part of Slaughterhouse? It was Royce and M and Joel Ortiz, Yellow Wolf. I
No,
know
I
those
think
people.
Slaughterhouse by themselves was just Joe Budden, Joel Ortiz, and whoever the other dude was. I
Okay.
think them three specifically was Slaughterhouse. And then I forgot like what the whole collective was called, but it was M, Royce the 5'9", Slaughterhouse, Yellow Wolf. I swear there was another guy, but I can't remember. But yeah, but like there was like that whole collective, which like I at the time I loved them like because I was like I for real I think that was the first time I really heard Joe Budden spit was during the Slaughterhouse days, like which like that's why I always give him his credit. Like I will never take away from him as a lyricist. I just always
Right.
be like my criticism of Joe Budden, I just always be like, hey, bro, like you gotta have more than one hit song to start talking to people the way you be talking to people. Yeah, hardcore hip hop fans know who you are, but like you be talking to people real crazy for somebody who only got pump it up, dog. Like, go ahead and sit this conversation out. um, but yeah, man. I don't. Yeah, a lot of them old collectors, bro. That was another thing too. Like coming up, like 2010s, late 2000s, like
Yeah, he had
2010s
like a
and
lot of
stuff.
collectors.
Yeah, like I remember Maybach Music Group, Rick Ross and them.
Hmm.
The only issue with them was like their two stars couldn't stop beefing with each other. Like Meek and Wale
Yeah, that
could
was
not get along.
which is
Like
crazy. 'Cause I'm like, they're in two different lanes. I don't even know
that's
why
what
they
I was
was
saying. I
beefing.
never
Like,
got why they was arguing with each other like that. I'm like, bro, y'all not even stepping on each other's toes. Like, what are y'all like? Why can't y'all get this together? Wale was low key on some like con- I don't know if I consider Wale conscious, but like I can't exactly place what Wale's category was, but it wasn't street. You know what I'm saying? Like Meek
right? Yeah,
was for the streets.
he
Like
was like your average dude slash poet. Like like as far
yeah,
as like that's how I interpret Wale's
yeah,
character and rap. Like your average guy slash poet. Like,
right, right. Yeah, he felt more like a backpack rapper to me.
hmm
Like one of the backpack type people, like on a Kanye type thing. And then
yeah,
like Star low key. I always say granted, I know some people might disagree with me. I always say that Starley was the perfect mix of them two. Like he had like street adjacent stuff in his lyrics, but he also had like melodical type stuff to his like artistry too. That's why I've said it before. I probably said it on this show before, but I will always be upset that they fumbled Starley. Like I feel like Starley should have been way way bigger than he was. You know what I mean? Like he was like I mean, he still is. I think he's still every once in a while I'll look in and catch like one of his projects or whatever, but like I don't really follow him all like that. But I think he's still making music. But like, he's one of them ones who I just feel like should have been so much bigger, bro. Like I
Mhm.
put him in like Currency or whatever. Well, Currency's big, but he's not like big, big.
Right. He's.
But
I
if
mean,
you
like he's good for independent. Yeah.
right, right. But I
Yeah.
always
Like.
felt that them two, like especially Starly, should have been way bigger. I just don't. I think when I think about the old collective stuff, I just feel like there were times I feel like some rappers was putting these collectives together and like not really thinking about who they had with them because I feel like
Mhm.
Starly shouldn't have been there. Like I feel like that may have hindered Starly a little bit. Even when you listen to like because I don't did MMG make an official project together? I don't think
I
they
thought
did,
they
right?
did. I don't know.
Oh, did they? Okay. I remember
I mean,
Starley came
I'm
on
just
a.
saying. I think. Let's see.
I remember Starley featured on a Rick Ross project before, but like you could low key tell in that though that like it was kind of weird for him to be there. Like he could keep up, but like it was just yeah. I just feel like they didn't know what to do with him. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
uh and who was the Omarion? That's right. That was the other member of MMG.
Oh, I keep
Was
forgetting he was
he was in there?
in
Yeah,
there.
Omarion was in there. Yeah, his was the one that never made sense to me. Like, I guess you wanted to fill your R&B quota, but like Omarion being in MMG was just so strange. That was just a very strange time.
Okay, so far I just had to do a quick little wiki search. Like the Maybach Music Group as a whole, they had like 3 albums.
Oh, okay.
They're all titled Self Made. Self Made's volume
Oh,
one
you
through
know
three.
what? I just remember. I think that was the ones that had that song. They used to play it on the radio all the time. It was like MIA with Omarion. It was like MIA, I'm looking for you. I think that they used to play that on the radio every day, bro. Whammo spammed that song. Whammo, for those who don't
Man,
know,
I'm at the
Pittsburgh
I'm at
Pittsburgh radio station.
yeah, I'm at the it's funny. I like when I run into people that's from Pittsburgh, I'll mention Whammo. They're like, I'm like, yeah, I know a little something about up
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Then I
That's like
explained that I got family here.
yeah, yeah. But nah, man, yeah, like that was a dope collective. Obviously, Young Money, like
Mhm. I
out
mean,
of
they
the
had. I
collective.
mean, the Young Money. They also had like a lot of just talent that they just did not use like
Oh
that.
yeah, that they didn't do. Like I remember Lil Chucky and Lil Twist got one hit song, and then they was like, all right. Every once in a while, Lil Twist would be on there, but Lil Chucky, they kept Lil Chucky in the attic. They was like, "You not coming out." Same thing with Chanel, and I know most people are gonna be like, "Oh, you mean the white girl from Ridiculousness who signed the Lil Wayne?" No, before that Chanel, there was another black Chanel who was signed from the beginning to Young Money, and Chanel got I think she had a feature on a Lil Wayne album one time. And no, wait, no, I think she shows up in a couple songs on that We Are Young Money tape. But other than that, Chanel got done dirty. The fact that they didn't give her a verse on Bedrock at least, like
Okay, well,
she could have sang the hook over Lloyd. Lloyd wasn't even signed to them. Lloyd was just there. Like that's crazy to me. Like but nah, man, they did Chanel dirty. Trying to think. I mean, good. Like at least he got the rap on Bedrock, but
yeah, at
other
least you
than
got the
that,
rap on stuff. Like
yeah,
I don't
like
know if they ever like promoted anything like solo of him though.
I'm telling you, I'll never. I've told. I think I told this story over here before, but the biggest shock of my life was when Wayne came to Slippery Rock in 2017 and performed up at our school. And who does he bring out? Gooda popped up on the stage, and I lost my mind. I was like,
Did he
I
have some
couldn't
better
believe
candy?
you go Gooda Candy. Mac Main had a few verses. I'll give it to Mac Main. I feel like out of the lower tier of that collective, probably had the best career because Mac Main, he just shows up on Lil Wayne songs all the time. Like there's never
Yeah,
a
what like
point
what?
where he's not spitting on some Lil Wayne stuff.
Yeah, that's what I have to say. Like I don't know. I guess Mac Main must really be his friend because yeah, like
Yeah,
they but yeah, like you said, they make sure he gets involved in something. Like
yeah, like he gonna spit something. Like it may not be the most important verse on the song, but he gonna get a verse in there. Now, the time where they should have taken his verse was when he spit that Miley Cyrus thing, because that will forever be crazy. I can't believe a room full of, you know how many hands that song had to go through before they put it out, and they was like, "Yeah, Mac, man, that line about Hannah Montana turning 18, that's perfectly okay."
holla at
What?
me, Miley Cyrus.
That was crazy, bro. I just
Yeah, that was a lot of but I mean, the entertainment industry is full of predators, I heard. So
yeah, man, it's
maybe they were
wild.
like,
Like,
"Yeah, you're speaking our language,"
and
you know?
then Lil Wayne, he was probably so high from all that lead, bro. He probably
Yeah,
couldn't
that was his
like that. It's crazy. Like I always think about that. I think about that all the time. I'm like, yo, this is wild. And then the short-lived Ti collective. I always of him, Iggy Azalea, Chipmunk. I think there was somebody else on there, but I can't remember.
yeah,
You know,
that's
I
crazy as hell. They brought that man over to America just to not do shit with him. I'm
bruh,
like,
he
bro,
fumbled Chipmunk so
he was
bad.
doing better
Like
in London, bro. Like I'm over here thinking Chip made it. Like,
yeah,
wow.
like and for real, I'll always argue too, he fumbled Iggy Azalea. Like the reason her career went the way it did, low key, was because she stopped focusing on actual hip hop and stuff, and that's because Ti was barely doing that with her, and so she went the pop route. You know what I'm saying? Like, and eventually people just found her cringy and threw her out. But other than that, though, like I'm telling you, the early stuff I remember hearing from her, she like low key was pretty nice. Like, and
I mean, I just don't know why Tip didn't coach her to be like, "Hey, bro, just use your real accent, dog. Like, what
right,
are you doing?"
right,
Like, I'm gonna continue to write your shit for you, but
right. Yeah, I don't know, bro. And I think one of in terms of how big the potential was for each of them, I'll say one of the biggest fumbles was always good music though. Like
Mm.
so many talented people was in good music, and then Kanye could not like hold on to them for nothing really.
But I thought out of all the ones we talked about, I thought good music was at least like I
They
don't know. I thought
lasted the longest, but that's because they was barely hanging on by a thread at the end. Like by the end, there was only like two of them left in there.
because like it was good. It was full of like artists who were like pretty good on their own too. Like I think that's what
That's why I was saying though, in
they
terms
had
of
like.
the potential of the individual acts, I'll say
Mhm.
they were really great individual acts. Like you had all strong solo acts. I just feel like as a collective though, they didn't really do much as a
Oh,
collective.
okay.
Like every once in a while they would hop on each other's songs, but like I feel like as a collective, like they didn't really do a lot. Like say what you will about the insane roster of Young Money, but they all kind of stuck together as a unit for a long time. Like even with the
Mm.
Drakes, Tigers, and Nicki Minaj's, I know it feels like a wild sneak that I threw Tiger in there, but he at one point he was big. But think about it,
Yeah,
like
yeah, he
even
was.
at their
Yeah.
height, they kind of stuck together until Tiger like started dissing Drake, and then it got bad. But they all relatively stuck together for a long time. Whereas like I don't know, I feel like with good music, it was like I feel like they didn't use Tiana Taylor to her proper like, you know, to her proper height until way later. Like I feel like it wasn't until Tiana started becoming more independent that she was used properly. Like I feel like especially in like the 2013s, 2014s and stuff like that, I feel like Tiana should have been bigger cuz I don't feel like Tiana really started becoming mainstream until like what? Like 17 or 18, if that, you
Yeah.
know?
And if yeah, if we're talking about the same person, then she started acting and stuff too, and that's what kind of like
Right, and that's the other thing too. She was known more for acting than her music. Like, you know, I just feel like she was like a fantastic dancer. She has a fantastic voice. I just feel like she could have been used more to her like, you know, her talents were way greater, you know. Yeah, that's what I said. But all of the acts and good music were dope. Like you had Kid Cudi, Tiana Taylor, Common. I always be forgetting Common was in there, but yeah, Common, Pusha T, Big Sean. Like you know, yeah, man. I don't know. I just feel like as a collective, they didn't really utilize them properly.
but yeah, let's see. I don't think did they have a project together?
Good music.
Like, yeah, or was it? I mean, because I guess from my experience, I guess they did a good job promoting each other.
Right, right. No, yeah, I'll give them that. Like again, I think but then again, also, was that them promoting each other, or was that them just being so good individually that their promotion came with it? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. They
Oh,
like
I mean,
as
I guess because all like the collabs they did, I was just thinking,
yeah.
oh, okay, well,
No, I got you.
like
I
people,
got
oh,
you.
okay, I heard him
Yeah,
on this song, so I'm gonna go
yeah,
listen to this guy. Oh, who's this?
yeah, yeah. I
Let me
said,
see this guy.
yeah, yeah. But no, I mean, but they all were very strong. Like I said, I mean, they're by far to me aren't the worst. Like I said, I'll always say the worst when it came to promoting your individual talents was ASAP Mob. Like as much as I love Rocky and Ferg, like there were six other dudes in the group. Like, and on the ASAP Mob tapes, they all could spit. And it was crazy. Like, I'm just like, bro, where's their individual albums at? Like, this is wild.
I ain't know.
Like,
I'm looking at the. Oh yeah, Tiana Taylor. Yeah, damn. I ain't know 070 Shake was on Good Music and Sheck West too. What the fuck?
Shaq West was in go.
What?
Okay, I color me
Yeah,
shocked because I had no
I did
idea
not
either.
know that, bro.
Yeah,
Damn.
I would have
Okay,
never
yeah,
known that.
but yeah, so they didn't have no Good Music album like together, but yeah, they just had like a
Nah,
bunch of
nah.
Okay, yeah. Designer was on there too. Damn. Okay.
I knew about Designer being there. Designer, I knew
Yeah,
because
I think I don't know who Casey Hill is.
nah, I'm not sure who Casey Hill is.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, hold on. Actually, they did. It was called Cruel Summer. So I'm about to
Huh?
see what that is.
I was about to say, yeah,
I don't know
I'm
who
not
Wizard
familiar.
is. You ever heard
Wizard.
of this? Wizard? WZRD?
The acronym sounds familiar, but I feel like that was something from like a video game or something. I don't sound like.
Oh,
Yeah, that don't sound like.
but that was released. But that Cruel Summer joint that was released in
Oh,
2012.
Wizard, duh. Yeah, that was the rock band thing that Kid Cudi had.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, okay. I remember Wizard now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was like in the early 2010s. It was like a rock band type joint that Kid Cudi was part of.
Yeah,
Uh,
Tony Williams. Oh my god, now that if that's who I think it is. Now that's somebody who was like underused. I think I only heard him on that one song with Nas. Feeling better than I ever felt before today. And it's like they were saying he only had one album under the label. I'm like, I never heard the album. Dang. Kanye,
yeah.
you didn't push him.
Yeah, man. I don't know, bro. But yeah, I mean, like I said though, they was far from being the worst of promoting their individual talent. Like I said, that will always go to ASAP Mob because yeah,
Oh yeah, I mean, I say yeah, that's between ASAP Mob and I hate to say it, but yeah, Tip was not. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't want to talk too much just because I don't know what's happening behind the scenes. But
right.
I remember there was a Pimp Squad clique member who I thought was up next. I always tell I always tell my boy Marvin this. I think I always tell you this too. His name was Big Country Kane. I'm like, yeah, bro, that
Yeah,
nigga up next, dog. He about to, yo, what the fuck? We just don't hear
where
nothing. I'm like,
where he go?
and the sad part was like he was on Khaled's debut album,
Right.
and I remember like Ti would have him on other stuff too. So I'm like, okay, yeah, maybe he's about to get his big one. It's like, nah. It's like
Well,
what?
by the way,
Okay.
I went and looked up. There were so many people signed to Ti at one point, and it was just like it's crazy how many people he had and then let go. Like you know what I mean? Like uh what was it? Wiz Khalifa had a couple too that used to be signed to him that he didn't really handle right. I know Uzi used to be. I don't know if he still is, but I remember Uzi used to be signed to Wiz.
Oh, really?
Um,
Okay.
yeah, I know.
I
I
mean,
think Mac
I know
Miller
Juicy
had
J
some
was on
people.
Taylor Gang, but he
Yeah,
was already like up the game on his own. So
right. That's
um,
like the equivalent of Snoop Dogg joining No Limit back in the day. Like you know, it
right,
was like
yeah.
yeah. Uh, but yeah, man, yeah, but it used to be. But speaking of old school hip hop and stuff, like I do kind of want to bring up, before we lose time, I want to bring up, since we talk about hip hop and stuff a lot on here, did you see the whole Larussell clip and stuff like that? Larussell Lil Wayne clip.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
What happened?
he was on some podcast and he was talking about, I think like the topic of Little Wayne came up and everything, and he kind of said some stuff that was kind of whack. Essentially, he was like, he said something about like how he came up listening to Wayne and how Wayne was like a big influence on him and stuff like that. But he said like was it like as he got older, he said he realized Wayne wasn't really talking about nothing and he didn't have any songs of substance or whatever. And
Oh, okay. I heard people talking about it, but that's who said it. It was Larussell who said that.
yeah, that was Larussell, yeah. And I don't know, like it was kind of crazy. Like now, am I freaking out about it like other people? Nah, but he tried to clean it up and say, "Oh, they chopped up the interview and made it look crazy." Like and but like, bruh, it'd be one thing if he just said, "Hey, as I got older, I didn't really like Wayne as I used to," but he went and said that he grew a disdain for Wayne, and Wayne made the
Yeah.
community like they had a negative impact on the community. And so I guess I want to like address, his apology was kind of whack because I'm like, bro, don't make it seem like you just got clipped, boy. Like what you said was crazy. Like it wasn't just that you said that you didn't like him as you got older. You said that he was a negative impact on the community.
Yeah.
Like
I
that
can
is two
understand. Well,
separate
yeah, I can
statements.
understand. Yeah, 'cause, like if you said like, yeah, as I grew up, I realized you weren't really saying much. Like I can get that, but nah, but you
Right.
saying disdain. I'm
Right.
like, yeah, that's some strong ones there.
Yeah, and it's just like
But
we heard you
also,
say it, like so. Just it's like, oh, go watch the whole clip, bruh. We heard you. Like, what's watching the whole clip mean? Like, but even outside of that too, it was like to say that he had no songs of substance, bruh. Like that's kind of crazy. Like, I mean, now obviously I'm not an expert, so I can't name them off the top of my head right now. But there were so many songs of his that had actual deeper stuff. And if you didn't take the time to go find them, then for real, that's on you, dog. Like, that's
mhm.
that's how I feel. I don't know if you felt similar.
I mean, well, I don't know. It's like I got my artists where I'm like,
Yeah.
well, okay, I'm not really looking to him for some save
Mm,
the world shit. You know what I
right,
mean? And so, but I do agree with you, B. Like, because they are scattered about.
right.
Um, I mean, yeah, I remember the first dedication tape. He was rapping over that Georgia
Yeah,
Bush. You know what I'm saying? He was talking about Katrina and stuff. So,
yeah,
but, uh, but before we run out of too much time, I mean, what we're talking about is Black history because A,
right,
it's
right,
written and B, it's black.
right.
But you know, I do want to say, man, peace be upon Jesse Jackson. God dang, bro.
Yeah,
But
man.
what was he like? 90, what was he like, 90 something?
I think so. Yeah, Jesse. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
I
would have been in
mean,
his 90s.
you know, yeah, but still, I mean, a long, prosperous life, but still, I mean, you know,
Right.
it was definitely sad seeing that news. I'm like, man, Jesse,
Yeah.
you know, just letting you know, man,
Especially
all
in
the
the
great
era we
singers
living in
gone.
now of like the administration trying to erase the story of our legends. It was sad to see one of our
Right.
legends go because now his story is left on the shoulders of other people to tell it. And now I have hope that there are people out there willing to tell it and to tell it right. It's just unfortunately we live in a time of such uncertainty that I am a bit worried on who, not who's telling the story, but who would be in charge of disseminating that information. You know what I mean? That's what I get worried about. Or if that information will be disseminated in the first place, or if it'll just be buried. So I do get worried about that. And with the more legends we lose, the more their stories are at risk. But I guess that just means it's up to us as the community to make sure that those stories are told, whether the administration we have in power wants us to or not. We have a duty to keep that
Right.
stuff active, and it starts with us too. It starts and ends with us for real. Like, for instance, now I'm gonna be honest, I didn't see a whole lot of this, but I saw some of it and it made me a bit mad of people talking about how
What happened?
Jesse Jackson was behind Martin Luther King getting shot or something like that, and he tried to steal the civil rights movement from him. I'm just like, y'all have schizophrenia. Like, at a certain point, y'all need to just start calling it what it is. Why do y'all have a conspiracy theory for everybody on this planet? Y'all have schizophrenia. Like, y'all, that's what it is.
So,
Like,
where, how, hmm. I mean, now I've seen like one TikTok reel, like, kind of joke about it, but it got
yeah,
ratioed. So,
yeah.
but I didn't know that popular of an idea that, oh, was
And I'm
Jesse
not saying
Jackson
it's
behind it?
popular. I just seen a little bit of it to the point where I was like, y'all need y'all need help because this is crazy. Like, this is really wild. Like, y'all can't be out here saying stuff like this. Like, get some stop it. Get some help. What did Michael Jordan
Right,
say?
exactly.
Stop it. Get some
You
help.
know, speaking of Black history, guess who's not in them files? Our black president.
Uh,
So, I mean,
That would have been a perfect time. We was a radio show. We had the soundboard queued up. I'd have hit my president is black. Like, right
right,
after you
right.
said that, I'd have. But
Was
yeah,
Obama
man.
perfect? Fuck no, but he wasn't in those. He wasn't in them files. I mean,
Right.
so, but you know, and that's a really good concern you brought up. You know, which obviously, like you said, it's dependent upon us.
Right.
It starts with us, ends with us. But
Right.
yeah, I mean, because as we've seen through this new administration, constant attempts at like trying to, erase, Black history, Black contributions to this country, which
Mm-hmm.
is too many. But but you see that even before this administration, you always saw like that act of trying to cover up, our
Yeah.
accomplishments or you know put a white face on them. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure. Like, well, I mean, well, even like, you know, yeah, like, history or black stories in general are there's always an attempt to whitewash them and stuff like that. Was like, I heard something recently. I don't know if you heard of the series Alex Cross. It was
Mm-hmm.
like the detective books written by James Patterson. James Patterson's white, but the character's black. And I heard a story recently. He said that like because I think like they're on the second season of that show, and he was talking about how they offered him. It was like when they made the Morgan Freeman movies, and he said that like the original offer for the Morgan Freeman movies, like before they cast Morgan Freeman, they offered him like a heavy bag for those movies,
Mm.
and to help write the scripts for the movies. He's like, okay, bet, and they was like, okay, yeah, one condition, we're gonna change Alex Cross to being white. He was like, what? Like, but he's black. I wrote him as black. Why would he be white? And it was like, yeah, but we want to make him a white guy. And he was like, okay, cool. I'm not writing the movie then. like that's crazy,
Yeah, I'm glad he had the integrity to do that because at the time,
Yeah,
I don't know, like depending on how many zeros I saw, like, well,
yeah.
shit, he's gonna be white in this universe,
I'm about to
goddamn.
say he be Indian if you want him to. but
But
hey,
hey,
but
man, what's that author's name?
James Patterson,
Shout out to James Patterson for
yeah.
keeping his integrity.
But even modern day stuff, man. Like the thing that ticked me off recently was they switched up. I forgot what museum this was at, but the Medgar Evers. They switched. They took out the language. They made it. I think it was a federal museum, and they switched it up, and so they weren't allowed to call Medgar Evers as assassin who was part of the Ku Klux Klan. He wasn't allowed to be called racist on the plaque. Like in the plaque.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. They was it? Yeah, they made it so that they uh you could they weren't allowed because the plaque said the the plaque said that the guy was like a racist white man or whatever. But yeah, Trump's administration,
Of
declared,
course.
yeah, and I think it was oh yeah, because his house. That's right. So it wasn't a museum; it's his house. His house is a landmark, and and it's protected federally, and the plaque outside of it said he was killed by the racist. I always forget that guy's name. Well, but then again, he was an evil racist, so I don't care what his name is. Anyway, yeah, it talked about how he was a racist Klans member and stuff like that. And so Trump went and switched up the plaque, saying the plaque's no longer allowed to be say that guy was racist, even though he literally was a Klansman.
Right.
Like quite
Was he not a card carrying member of the most racist organization in America? Like,
exactly. You
you
know what I'm
know.
saying? But then again, Trump can't tick off his voters, because they are also Klansmen.
And, just a little aside. I love how people would be like, well, it was those gosh darn Democrats that was the Ku Klux Klan. Well, I'm like, okay, well, what party does David Duke belong to now? Like,
Right.
it's
Exactly.
but dang, so shout out to it's crazy. Like, I was saying it sarcastically, but yeah, shout out to Donald trying to fuck with Black history, even like while still trying to whitewash,
Right.
the evil of it.
Right.
Um, you know, Mecker was shot he was he was shot at his home, right? Like
Yeah, in the
in
driveway.
front of his
Yeah. That's
family,
why the
right?
house. That's why the house is a historic landmark
Yeah,
because it's literally where he got shot. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and at this point, what next are we going to sanitize? You know what I mean? Like, you sanitize the Civil War, you sanitize the Civil Rights Movement. What else are we going to sanitize? Oh, what was it? Was it Tulsa? The Tulsa riots was because they ran out of gas or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, it just like what else are we going to cover up? Oh, it wasn't slavery, it was an internship abroad. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it just
right.
like what
The
else we
internship.
like what are we gonna call it? You know, like what else?
Eh,
Like if we
right.
stop here, what else are we going to do? Oh, 9/11, they got the wrong GPS coordinates and the plane crashed by accident. It wasn't terrorism. You know what I mean? Like, like let's
Well,
keep it a buck.
too many of them died, so they're not
Right,
gonna dare.
exactly.
But then
Exactly.
again, no, because they do that with the Holocaust, though. I mean, like, are you sure it was 6 million? I mean,
Right.
this is an
Oh,
argument
Pearl
from
Harbor,
late 20s.
uh yeah,
Yeah,
Pearl Harbor, they messed up, you know what I mean? Like it was an accident, my bad, LOL psych, their finger slipped on the button and the bombs dropped on the
right.
ships and killed all them people, oops.
I mean, I
Like
you know, I haven't looked. I hadn't looked far into the non-king defenders and their arguments, which I don't see if they're. I don't know if there's any good arguments, but
most of
yeah, I mean, I
them,
heard like Shinzo Abe and them. They were kind of
right,
like what is it like revisionist when it comes to
right.
that time in history. And the new I think this new prime minister they got, she is as far right. She's far right as fuck. So I mean,
Damn.
I heard she
What's like
definitely
what's like the whole issue of the
engages in
comfort
that too.
women over there? Like there's like the whole issue of the comfort women thing. Granted, I think they have paid out to some of them families, but like so essentially it was when Japan took over Korea, like they there was these women who essentially were getting used by, the soldiers, and it would be stuff from like it would range, it was like a wide range of stuff, like it would either be sex or like doing their laundry or cooking the meals, all types of shit. They was called comfort women or whatever. Well, the
Mm,
Japanese forever claimed that like these comfort women, were essentially escorts slash housekeepers and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like they was getting paid. So, but actual Koreans was like, yeah, dog, they was forced. You know what I mean? They had guns, and even if God forbid some of them did get
right.
paid, none of that shit was by choice. Like, and so I think they
Yeah,
have paid some of those families, but for the most part, they still won't actually acknowledge that that shit was by like force and not by choice.
that reminds me. I think this was happening in that movie. I'm not sure, but was it It was either Miracle at St. Anna or some other World War II like production, but it was showing like some women getting like being like shamed, like getting their haircut and all that. Because it was like, oh yeah, they were helping German soldiers. I'm like, well, you
Yeah,
mean surviving? I mean, I don't,
I
I
can't
don't
I
know.
can't remember, but I know the real life thing. Yeah, that mainly happened in France. Like there was like a lot of women
Okay,
who were dragged out in the streets. Some got beat, but mainly a lot of them had their hair shaved, clothes ripped, stuff like that, because they were seen as you know, saddling up to the Germans. Now some of them women probably did, was on that time. Unfortunately there was they weren't big movement, but there was a movement of people in France who kind of liked the Nazi stuff. But like most of them though were doing it because hey, they had a gun. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think they
yeah,
actually wanted to be them dudes' girlfriends. You know what I'm saying? But like you
right,
said, unfortunately, after the war, people was dragging them out and shaving them their heads and stuff, and it was mainly men who was doing that to them. You know what I mean? Like I literally just saw documentary footage about it like the other day. So yeah, it's that same exact thing.
yeah, and when I titled this episode "Making Black History," I meant that for anyone who's
Right,
black, honestly, especially Black Americans.
right,
You know, I encourage everybody, which is something I need to do too.
right,
Talk to your parents, your
right,
grandparents, just about your family. Just get as much
right.
info as you can out of them,
Right. Because
because there's some
that's
history to be
important too.
learned.
Because on your point, I think some people, especially younger generations, I feel like they feel disconnected from Black History Month or whatever because they feel that nobody in their family did nothing huge. All history is Black History. All Black History belongs to Black History Month. You know what I'm saying? Just because your parents wasn't up there, I mean, your grandparents wasn't marching hand in hand with Dr. King, don't mean
Right.
that it don't
They
exist.
weren't
You know what I'm
like,
saying?
yeah. Because my great great grandmother, peace be upon her, I remember she was from what she used to tell me. Like she was born in 1912,
Right.
so I think her parents were either former slaves or like or at least sharecroppers,
Yeah.
and so to live in Kentucky like from then, and
Yeah.
and she made she was able to prosper with by doing hair back then.
Right.
That's amazing. I mean, and granted, yeah, it's not you know yeah, she might have, but yeah, it's not okay. She wasn't like bravely sitting on a bus,
Right.
refusing to move, or punching an
Right.
officer or nothing like that. But that's still something, what I'm saying?
Right.
Especially like to be a black business owner
Right.
in racist ass Kentucky,
Right.
So that's why I
Uh.
encourage everybody, just talk to your
Right.
family.
Right. Oh, another thing I want people to keep in mind: ignore all those accounts. They're mainly white people, or they could be agitators from other countries. But I've been seeing this stupid Morgan Freeman meme ever since I was in middle school of Morgan Freeman going, "Well, I don't believe we should have Black History Month." Or whatever. And white people share that meme every
Oh
year,
yeah.
bruh. I hate that meme. I
I think
it,
even Morgan Freeman like changed his mind over
and
that.
not
I
even
think
that. Even if he didn't, dog, is I
that's
don't
one black
care. Like that's
person.
one black dude. So y'all gonna take the one black dude y'all actually care about. Y'all gonna take his y'all listen to him. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be like, oh, well, Morgan Freeman said we shouldn't be celebrating Black History Month.
Oh,
So
shit.
why is Black History Month exist? Like it's ridiculous. But I said, live in y'all's black skin, live y'all's truth. You love yourselves, love your brothers and sisters, even though some black people make me mad. But we'll love them
Mhm.
anyway. But with that being said, they playing the exit music. So I want to thank y'all, everybody, for joining us tonight.
Oh, that was a
No, I know. I was making a joke
dang, and
like they was playing.
I just gotta. Well, dang, we about to end now. I just saw his message. 34 wanted to hop on for a little bit, but I
Oh
guess we about to
dang,
end.
yeah. Tell him next time, yeah, just put a request in the thing because I didn't see any requests pop up here. But my bad, 34. If you seeing this, yeah, next time just put a request in and then we'll try to pull you up. Yeah, we didn't
Oh,
see
yeah.
any. I didn't
I mean,
see
we'll
any
definitely
come
get
on.
you on next week. I mean, because there's
Oh
still one more Wednesday left in this year in this month, right?
yeah, yeah, next
Yeah,
Wednesday.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, 34. We'll have you on next week, man. We can talk. We can really talk some game.
Okay, definitely, definitely. Thank y'all for joining us this lovely February evening. You got your boy B over here. We got Tenzin over there. Hey, stream Tenzin's project. You know what I'm saying? Tell them where to
Please,
find it.
please. Yo, man, you can find it on Spotify, Apple Music. It's not on YouTube yet, but it will be. But definitely the big two is on there. Um, yeah, like I said, man, it's mostly a personal project.
Right. Tell them the title. I didn't say the
It's
title. Tell them
called
the title.
the Aquarius Season Anthology. Basically, it's Aquarius seasons 1 through 4, 4 being the newest one, and yeah, man, it's basically just a personal shout out to my younger self. You know,
Hey,
basically just saying good job for not giving up.
hey, that's what's up. Hey, y'all want to support some black people? Support this black people. Okay. Support my brother.
Support the
Support,
SOS.
yeah, support the SOS. Support our black people over at the What They Want podcast in 2 nights from now on Fridays because they moved to Friday. Yeah, support our sister. She's black too.
Mm-hmm.
Raw Recovery podcast.
Yeah, the raw recovery, the community. She's making big strides. Definitely
Yes,
exposing a lot
yes.
of good stories.
But yeah, thank y'all so much, my people. And yeah, thank y'all. We out. Make sure y'all come back next Wednesday, 8 p.m. for some more greatness. Peace, y'all.
Peace out, y'all.